Hey guys, J.R. Fisher here. It is a nice, bright, and sunny, I almost said Sunday, Friday afternoon, and kind of winding down from a really good week. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about doing what everybody else does. And it's so funny, I see people try to go online and they try to make money. And they copy everybody. They just copy stuff. They don't try to innovate one bit. And this week, and one of the personalities I listen to, and I have for, gosh, over 30 years probably, is Howard Stern. He has a great radio show, and sometimes it's pretty offensive, and I'll turn it off. But other times it's pretty funny, and I really enjoy it. And he's become a really good interviewer, and he's gotten pretty much every big celebrity there is at this point to come on the show because he has a huge following, and they know that if they go on the show that they're going to get some results. And he made an announcement this week, and he came out with a book. Now, what most people do when they come out with a book is, first off, they try to find somebody that will publish them, and that can be really hard to do. So, they'll self-publish, which is okay. A lot of people do that, but Howard was a little bit different. He had such a following that Simon & Schuster actually approached him for years and said, please write a book, please write a book, please write one, because they know he's going to put a lot of effort into it. And he wrote a book. And he said it took him 18 months to write the book. And he wanted to do his best job, so he rewrote it. He turned it into him. He rewrote it, turned him into him. And he just kept doing this. He just couldn't quite get it right until he got it the way he wanted it. And it turned out to be 560 pages. So he's already broken a lot of stereotypes, first off, because most of these celebrities will hire somebody and they get some ghostwriter to write the book for them, and they don't really do it themselves, which is not what he did. And they say, well, your book needs to be 150 to 200 pages because that's the standard, that's what people want to read. And that's not what he did. He did 560 pages, which is insane, but that's what he did. And he has built up his brand so much that normally, once somebody, writes a book, they try to contact all these shows and try to get on the shows and get interviewed. And what happened at Simon & Schuster is that they got contacted by everybody. They have just hordes of people that want to interview him over this book. And he has the luxury of deciding where he wants to go to promote his book and who he wants to talk to. So, here's the best part. It's #1 now at just about every website there is. And get this, it doesn't come out till May 14th. He did a pre-sales thing where he said, you can go online and buy my book now, but you won't get it until May 14th. And he ended up on the New York Times bestseller list. It's the #1 book in the country now, which is insane. But if you notice, he did everything different from everybody else. And he did it probably a little bit better and a little bit smarter than everybody else. So when you're going out there trying to make money online, and he's a great marketer because he says that there's something he's lied about online, for years. He's never told anybody. And if you get his book, you're going to find out what it is in there. So there's a reason to buy the book in there for that reason alone. And he also said that he picked his best interview that he's ever done, and he tells you about what that is, but he won't tell you now. You got to get the book to get it. So if you notice, he's got a couple little hooks out there, which I thought was pretty interesting. So when you're out there, you got to learn the basics of email marketing and how to do a web page and all that. But when it comes to marketing and doing stuff a little bit different, think out of the box a little bit. Don't do the same old dry, standard stuff that, everybody does. Because if you do that, you're going to get the same results that everybody gets. And that's just going to be average, and you don't want average. And there's something else to be learned from what he did too, is he put forth a lot of extra work. He did things that other people weren't doing. He put forth that extra work that most people weren't willing to do. So when you're out there and you want to make some money online, you want to sell something online, you got a product, and let's say you don't have a product. Heck, I wrote a book on that myself. You can grab it in the comments section. It's www.jrfisherbook.com. It'll tell you how to find a product to sell in no time, and I usually mention it on one of my videos because everybody out there seems like they're always looking for products to sell, and that'll help you find a product to sell pretty darn quick. So check out that book. But bottom line is, don't do what everybody else is doing. I mean, not unless you want the results everybody else does. And I would suggest you work harder than everybody else. That's one thing that Howard Stern's done for many, many years, is he worked harder than everybody else. And man, you can't put a price on that, You can't put a price on it. When you outwork everybody else, you got it made. You don't have to be more talented. You don't have to be smarter, better looking, younger, older, any of those things. If you put forth more effort and you put forth more work, you'll probably get more results. Go ahead and grab my book. I think you would enjoy that. That's at I'll be able to talk in a second. www.jrfisherbook.com, and grab my book. Check it out. There's also an audio on there. If you're watching this video and it's not live, feel free to ask a question, because I'll get notified when you do ask your questions, and I'll come back and I'll answer you. I'll be happy to do that. Also, check out our Facebook group, which is the Art of E-Commerce Success. It's a private group. You can ask to join it. We'll check you out. If you fit, we'll put you in the group, and you'll get some great information out of that too. Thanks for listening. You guys have a great weekend. Talk to you later.